And good morning. Here's a look at the latest from the Dove Newsroom. I'm Demi DeSoto. Thank you for joining us. The Earth continues to show that it's in control. A 7.8 magnitude earthquake struck in a mostly rural area close to the city of Christchurch, New Zealand. And it appeared, however, to be more strongly felt in Wellington, the capital, more than 120 miles to the north. Many local stores and businesses suffered major damage and are closed until further notice due to the repairs. And many private residences were also significantly impacted. National disaster teams reported few injuries, but mostly property damage. Well, it was 1 year ago, marking the deadly radical Islamic terrorist attacks in Paris, France. French President François Hollande and senior members of his cabinet attended somber ceremonies across the city of Paris, marking the 1 year anniversary since the deadly attacks that left over 130 dead. The country has spent the last year tightening its immigration and naturalization policies, upgrading its vetting procedures, and enhancing national security forces to improve citizen safety. Well, the countdown to the inauguration of President-elect Donald Trump continues. Nations around the world are responding to their new role with the new administration to come, and the United Kingdom, being one of the biggest allies of the United States, is looking forward to their new relationship with the White House. The head of the Leave movement that won Britain's vote to exit the European Union spoke of his private meeting with Donald Trump in a positive terms. Nigel Farage says this to say.
To be honest, he was very thoughtful, very reflective. I mean, both he and Hillary have come through the most amazingly bruising campaign. I have to say, for a guy of 70, who in the last few days of that campaign was doing up to 6 rallies right across the states, he's in phenomenal shape. His mind is whirring away. He's thinking about all sorts of initiatives and ideas that he can put into place as president. And I have to say, you know, I really do think that he's capable of being a great president.
President-elect Trump selected Republican Party Chairman Reince Priebus and his White House Chief of Staff. He also picked conservative media executive Stephen Bannon from the Breitbart News Service as his senior counselor. Well, for the 5th time since 2012, voters in Josephine County rejected a tax increase to restore cuts in law enforcement. The reductions were made when the federal government slashed timber subsidies. 60% of voters opposed the levy. It was the worst defeat of the proposed levy since 2008. The idea of an independent law enforcement district, the measure would have raised property taxes to $1.42 per $1,000 of assessed value. That's on top of the permanent rate of 59 cents, the lowest in Oregon for county government since 2012. Josephine County has growing population approaching 90,000. Funding for the Sheriff's Office, Juvenile Justice Center, Adult Jail, and District Attorney's Office were slashed by 65%. Well, the memory of a 17-year-old Medford boy has been memorialized. Newell Barber, who left Medford before graduating high school to become a pilot for the United States of America in World War I. He wrote his parents a letter saying which he said, "I'm not a slacker. I will do my duty for my country." The Rogue Valley International Medford Airport honored his memory with a ceremony at the original site. At the time of the Chamber of Commerce had the opportunity to move the banner, unveiling the marker and making it a place in Medford history. All right, let's take a look at our regional weather forecast. And as we do, we'll start off with Northern California, and we'll see temperatures there 53 and some rain coming tomorrow. Other than that, Klamath Basin, a little bit of rain clearing up a little bit as well. We'll see some temperatures rising back up to the 50-degree mark. And as we take a look for the Oregon coast, rain up throughout the period, thunderstorms, and then some sunshine finally, and clearing up by the weekend. Same story for the Central Oregon region, some sunshine in the middle of the week with highs in the 40s. And Southern Oregon and Portland metro area, rain going to be our case as well. Be sure to join us every weekday morning between 6 and 9 for Mornings on the Dove here on the Dove TV.